for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. But right away, they'll change the look. Here's Nix to throw right away. That one complete. He finds Schiller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now the Central Florida product is out. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Run!
Now Herbert following the turnover. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and 3. Herbert. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Off the play fake, Nix. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll tuck this and run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. My name is Hudson. Ball 11. Bombers. Punch left.
Throwing Nix. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Herbert now. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
3rd down and 13. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Hey, Sean, let's go!
Dobbins trying the left side. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Wait, hunt!
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hold on a second.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready? 44.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Down inside the 40. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Captain, chill. Bombers.
Next to the air. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
But line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Captain.
Now it's Nix. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready. Bombers. Away. Captain.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Chill. Bombers.
Back to the air with Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A run once more with Hampton. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Set. What is it?
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Kappa. Set.
Again, it's Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw is Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Nix. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Lambert Smith to return it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Now it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On third down, here's Hampton. Powers ahead at the 45. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's caught here by Adams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They will run forward with Hampton. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Second down at the 8-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready? Chill. Ole. Oh, bombers. Captain.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes again. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Coup for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Catches as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 44, Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Looking to throw. Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hampton. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 12.
On 1st down, hits Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Set.
Hampton. Touchdown, Chargers. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, ready. Zero.
On play action, here's Nix. And This is going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hold on, set. Ready. My name is Hut. Captain, 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 captain.
They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hold on, set. Ready. My name is Hut.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Hold on, set. Ready. My name is Hut. Olay, olay, olay.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Here now, 2nd and goal. And now they'll shift things around.
My name is Hut.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Captain, 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 captain. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Herbert. Well, back foot throw there is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown, Broncos. DJ Chark, 47 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert to throw. That one complete to McConkey. Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this out to the 47.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert. This one finds McConkey. He'll get this this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
The Chargers first down.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Set, go.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right through. And they've come in here and stolen one.